watched the video about the kids getting more into politics. It was a pretty recent upload from the time of this recording. If you haven't watched that, it's fine. You don't have to. This kid was on there, and I do say kid even though he's 18. Like, I'm sorry, that's still a child in my eyes. Like, you're a child until you're like 25. Until then, sorry. Don't know what to tell you. Like, people still call me a child, so you can handle it. Anyway, his name's Tyson Hockley, and he is, I guess, blowing up a bit in the manosphere space. You can see by his description right here. The future of the red pill is what he calls himself. So you can tell he's a real winner. This is his YouTube channel. All of his videos are like half an hour to an hour long. And they look like mostly drama videos. So I just decided street interviews, podcasts, and based opinions. Based opinions. Hell yeah, dude. You're so cool, man. Tyson Hockley. Stu Peters starts stewing. Is his name really Stu Peters? It is Stu Peters. That's very funny because it sounds like stupider. Stu Peters starts stewing after meeting Tyson Hockley. A young man like you is not going to get over on me or my audience. Canada preparing to criminalize anti-Semitism. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. It sounds like, just based upon like what's going on with Israel, it sounds like they're just going to use it to crack down on people who are shitting on Israel, which is a very fun pastime of mine. So I'd rather not be arrested for that. But that's just my cynicism speaking. I am against anti-Semitism, but I am also in favor of free speech. So I think that that's a very high bar to cross to criminalize even anti-Semitism. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of speech, you'd literally have to be threatening somebody. I don't want it to be like something that you can be punished for by going to jail. But I do, think that it should be punished socially, like losing your job, for instance. I think that's fine. Anyway, let's take a look.
All of it is just tricks and deception and Jewish mysticism and trickery and pedophilia and compromising and blackmail and blowing people up and, babies and disgusting trafficking operations. These people are filthy. They're just.
Oh, he's talking about the Epsteinite class. Yes, all that, right? Let me try it one more time.
And all of it is just tricks and deception and Jewish mysticism and trickery.
Okay, so he's talking about Jews, actually. So, no, he's not correct. This is all true about the Epsteinite class, except, like, the trickery and shit. Well, no, even that's true. Basically, everything that everyone thinks is wrong, like if you have some kind of conspiracy theory, if you just apply it to the Epstein class as opposed to, like, Jews, for instance, you're going to get much closer to the mark. I'm just saying.
These people are filthy.
That's all the Epstein
They're
class.
Disgusting. Yeah. And they control the people who are supposedly running the world and running our country.
I agree that we should free Palestine. There's definitely some Israel influence, but you kind of
Canada copies us, begins enforcing Jewish blasphemy and idolatry laws.
sound like you have a personal kind of anger towards Jewish people. I would say I don't think Jewish people as a whole.
Oh, he's on the defense here. Okay, that's pretty neat.
Or bad, but maybe
I'm glad. I mean, the bar's in the it's subterranean. It's in the dirt, but he's at least clearing the not anti-Semitic bar. So that's pretty cool.
that.
No, I don't have a personal anger towards Jewish people. I have a deep-seated righteous indignation about people. Kids and trafficking children and subverting countries. There's a reason why 109 countries have kicked them out over 1,030.
Yeah, but just because you're a Jewish person, a Jewish people, I'm pretty sure 99%, maybe even 99.9% of Jewish people would also be against those things, sir. I think almost everybody is against those things, regardless of their Jewish status. That's why we take issue when you point specifically at the Jews, when many of the people doing this, if not, in fact, most of them doing this are not, in fact, Jewish. All the things you're saying people are doing, they are doing, but you're attributing it to the wrong group. It's not the Jews, it's the Epstein class. They're the ones doing all this.
Times.
Yeah.
So I'm not the only one. I don't know why people look at me and they're like, oh, you have a real hatred. Well, there's a precedent for this. 1,030 times these people have been expelled from 109 countries. We need to be 100.
Okay, so he's just a Nazi, right? This guy is straight up a Nazi. I have no issue calling him that. He's even got the Nazi colors back here. See that? These are all the Nazi colors. So if you look closely, you can see the Nazi on his face.
10. We're not going to be the leader of anything. We're supposed to be the leaders of the free world here. The superpower, the United States of America. We're not going to lead anything. Israel is leading everything.
The Fourth Reich,
Benjamin
if you will.
Netanyahu is the de facto president of this country. There's no hatred for anybody. I don't have a hatred for anybody. But I deeply despise people, kids. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, of course.
This is okay. You want to talk about like deception? This is some top tier deception right here. Oh, I'm not a Nazi. I just have a problem with people raping kids. Right, buddy? Yeah. I mean, you are doing the Jews are bad thing. That's a Nazi thing. You're a Nazi.
Yeah. Well, then you probably have a problem with these people that call themselves Jews that are running this country.
Yeah, true.
And yours,
At the same time, though, I wouldn't say like it's all like Jewish people. Like, there's some good Jewish people out there
Thank
too.
you.
Like, just to say all Jews are kids is kind of like, I don't know.
We started the segment shitting on this guy. I gotta say, I'm liking him a little bit more. We'll see. Like, I probably disagree with him on like most things, though. Like, not being anti-Semitic and coming down on anti-Semitism is like, again, clearing the bar that is in the dirt. So I'm not saying I like him now. I am saying I am at least glad that he's not an anti-Semite. So that's cool. I don't know. Maybe we can talk. Maybe we can just talk.
No. I didn't say that. So don't put words in my mouth. You know, my audience is a lot smarter than that. A young man like you is not going to get over on me or my audience because I never said that. But what I did say is that when
he just can't shut the up. He's such a jabber, dude. You're a yapper. Like, you need to shut up.
Around and you look at all of the compromising and blackmail tactics, the people that are, you know, behind these operations like Jeffrey Epstein and all the people that are in.
Also, you can tell, like, he's at least playing it up. I don't know how much of it is an act, but he is playing it up for the audience because he is communicating to the audience. No. You guys are smarter than him. Think about it. Think about it. You guys are the smart ones. You guys know that it's the Jewish cabal. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop talking.
In our government that are probably likely on tape kids, they were compromised by Jews.
Got you.
You're wrong.
Yeah, no, I definitely do need to look.
They were compromised by capitalism. It's the capitalism. It always comes back to that. I'm sorry, but it does. Like, Jeffrey Epstein would not have been able to do what he did if not for the capitalist system we live under. It is a direct profit incentive, and he was very good at exploiting it. Very, very good. Okay? As long as you have enough money, you can do whatever the fuck you want and get away with it. That's the message that Jeffrey Epstein put out. And frankly, he was correct, you know, because that's what capitalism does. It siphons money from the bottom to the top to fewer and fewer people up the ladder. And then when few enough people have a great enough amount of money, they can simply... I was clicking for Deltarune. What the fuck is this? Well, we're reacting to stuff now. Did I not switch the thing on Twitch? I lost my train of thought.
That more because I've just been tip of the iceberg, like Free Palestine. I've just been looking into that. So I'm not saying that you're wrong, brother. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Okay, well, there it is. I'm not saying you're wrong about the Jews, you know. But, like, you're letting yourself dip your... Don't do this. Don't do this, man. You are letting yourself dip your toes into Nazism. Don't do that. Don't say I'm not saying you're wrong. He is wrong. It's not the Jews, man. Don't let him get away with that. Don't be intimidated. Man to man. Hey, look at you. Look at me right here. Understand this, Sonny. Okay? Never let these intimidate you just because they're older than you and have a nice haircut. Okay? Don't let them do that. Mog them. You can be the dirtiest, sloppiest motherfucker and still mog them. Okay? Because they're wrong. And as long as they're wrong and you're right, there ain't nothing to worry about, champ. All right? And if they're right and you're wrong, then you should change your thinking anyway. Right? Do not be mogged.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not. Look into it. I want you to come back again, too. And I want you to, after you have done some research in this, we want to have another conversation, Mr. Hockley. Is that okay?
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Pleasure talking to you.
No, I don't like how he ended that. He ended on such a weak note. Also, he let him get away with saying a lot of shit, okay? No, Tyson, you could have done better than this. I think that you were starting to get under his skin, which was good, but you should have kept going. You should have kept, like, you know, forcing your way back into the conversation. Don't let the beginning of his sentence interrupt the middle of yours. Do not, okay? Usually it's the other way around. The middle of my sentence interrupted the beginning of yours, but I switched it for whatever. You get my point. Anyhowsen, is there anything else we can watch from him? I kind of want to get a better feel. Does anybody shorts? Yes, he does. We watched the transgender one. Muslims praying in public? What's going on?
Bro, I've seen so many people crashing out and getting angry that like the Muslims are praying in public. Now I will say, okay, it's fair. They have their mosques. They could pray there. But dude, the amount of outrage I've seen, like it's Ramadan,
is he
they're
based?
outside praying. Isn't there so many worse things that could be going on outside? Like what
he's kind of based, right? Sometimes, just not on the transgender thing.
You see people worshiping God outside, and that makes you want to crash out. I'm not even saying this is the best thing ever. Like, yeah, you got your mosques. Like, I'm not like a huge necessarily support.
Every time he spoils it at the end. He's like, oh, he's actually kind of based. Wait, no, he's actually kind of a centrist limp dick. Come on, man.
Of it, but it's
Balls
like,
up.
dude, why is everybody spiking their cortisol? Because people are outside worshiping God.
Like, I'm not saying that I like it. Shut up. Like, either defend it or don't. Take a stance. All right, we'll do like one or two more. When will people care? Epstein files shorts.
Not a single thing has been done to any of the people on the
I don't know if these are copyrighted songs. I am praying that they're not.
Epstein files. I'm pretty sure it says in the files that they're like eating babies, like they're eating kids and doing shit like that. And yeah, we still sit here as the good guys paying.
Wealth, fame, power.
Praying 5 times a day would make scheduling mosque trips a little difficult.
Yeah, it sure would. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Like, you have to do it 5 times a day facing Mecca. What, you're going to go back to the mosque like 5 times a day? That's craziness. Thank you very much for 5 tier 1 gifted subs, Sake. Appreciate you.
Taxes to these satanic elites. We're paying taxes to people that literally do rituals with kids and eat babies. I don't know what it will take for people to like shake them out of apathy. Like, people just like don't give a shit.
But he's making it about taxes, isn't he?
As the good guys paying taxes to these
good goys? Oh no, he is actually being anti-Semitic, isn't he?
Satanic elites. We're paying taxes to people that literally do.
Is he letting himself go down the anti-Semitism rabbit hole? He might be. We need to save him. Okay, I reached out to you on Twitter. Please, I need you on for a conversation. I just want to know what makes you tick.
Rituals with kids and eat babies. I don't know what it will take for people to like shake them out of apathy. Like, people just like don't give a shit. You can literally say,
mixed signals.
All the richest, most powerful people on the planet, they all get together in circles, they do rituals, they rape kids, they eat kids, and then the average person will be like, yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of messed up, and then they just go to their job the next day.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have to, right? That's the capitalist grind. What you just said was an indictment on capitalism. When something is going horribly wrong, you can't do shit about it because you need to work to live. You can't just decide not to go to work and still be okay. You can't do it. We'll do one more. Looks minimizing. Honestly, his latest one looks crazy.
So where do you see yourself like a year from now then, if you keep this up?
Realistically, I'm a homeless bum because my social media
Number 1 ranked looks minimizer speaks out.
presence is so cooked I can't get a job. But hopefully that doesn't happen.
Do you think that people wouldn't hire you? I mean, I guess if you walk in and you're like all crooked and shit, that might be a bit of a red flag. But it's like, do you even like want a job? Like, even just saying the J word sends like shivers up my spine. Like, is that really like yeah? Like, is that really a reality that you want anyways? Like, my strategy is just say like retarded stuff online, so like the possibility of a job is not even possible. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just chilling.
That was stupid. I need another one that's like actually giving us politics. We are on stolen land, hashtag Billie Eilish. This one has more views.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
We're so over this form of performative white guilt. Like, you're trying to take like this moral position, you got millions of dollars on stolen land, and this performative white guilt,
Yeah, you can't control the circumstances in which you were born, but we're trying to control other people coming onto the United States of America, and in other places of the world as well. But in our case, it's the U.S., because I live in the U.S., and we're trying to control whether or not people can move across the land that we call ours, you know, and I don't like that. I think that land should be freely traversed upon by any who want to traverse upon it, with some exceptions, like obviously you can't just waltz up into somebody's building without their say-so. I think that's fine to have a personally owned piece of property like that, but for the most part, like, I don't like the borders are stupid. If borders are so great, I have a question that I always like to ask people now. If borders are so great, why don't we make more of them?
Wealth, fame, power.
Bro can't even control his camera stabilization.
True, he needs to get better at editing. Thank you very much for the 5 tier 1 gifted sub-socket Tanuki. He's probably using like AI tools and shit. I mean, I won't put that on him. I don't know if he is for sure. But what was I saying? I keep doing this. You can tell I've been streaming a while. Stolen land. Oh yeah, why not make more borders? More of them, I say. Like, make a border around every state and make it a country. Just make each state their own country. They can still be ruled over by Trump if you want, but like, just make the borders as strict as we make them for Mexico. Why not? I don't understand. Like, if borders are so great, make more of them. And after that, we can break it down into counties, you know, just a border around every county. Border walls with spikes on them. And if anybody tries to cross, you can shoot them on sight. Why not? That would make us safer, right? It would keep us from having to interact with people. Like, you get my point. It would keep us from having to interact with people we're not familiar with. I think you get my point by now. Like, it's a silly notion that border means safer.
Well, I feel guilty. I need to apologize to every single person. Like, we are so over this bull in 2026. Like, genuinely, like, who's actually buying this shit? Oh, stolen.
Because all he's doing is like mocking it and saying nobody's buying it. Oh, what are you talking about? No. Oh, nobody's. Say something. Say other words that make sense.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Anyway, I think that he has. I don't like him.
Wealth,
I don't
fame,
like him.
Power.
Open borders were great. So much better than Barnes and Noble or Amazon books, back when it was that limited.
I'm going to assume that's a book place then. Thank you very much for another 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Appreciate you. I don't like him. I don't like his aura. I don't like what he's saying for the most part. I think that he has some good points. It sounds like his anti-Israel streak is leading him down an anti-Semitic frame of mind, which unfortunately is kind of happening, like, thanks to Israel and what they're doing. If they hadn't been doing what they're doing and then tying it to Judaism, and then normal people look at that and they're like, oh, wow, all Jews must be bad, right? And then they get indoctrinated. Like, you be better than that, man. Be smarter than that, okay? It's not the Jews. It's the people with all the money. That's who it is. The billionaires, okay? The top capitalists. Did you notice that? It's the people who won the game, get to do whatever they want and be above the law. And I don't like that, and I don't think you should like that either. And I think that we can get on the same page with that. So if you are watching this, sir, please reach out to me. My Discord is Alec Gunter, all one word. And I would love to have a conversation with this guy. I think that he can be saved. We just need to talk. We need to break it down in a way that you understand. And, you know, like, you would be welcomed heavily on the left. Like, we need more young voices like you, okay? Influencing people to do the right thing and understand what's going on right in front of their eyes. So hit me up. I think we can have a good talk. Hi, thanks so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. I just wanted to let you all know that I love and appreciate everybody in my community, whether you can support me financially or just by liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. It helps way more than you know. That being said, I do want to give a very special thanks to my tier 4 subs, which would be Space Timid and Hot Take Andy. And thanks so much to my monetary subscribers from any of the tiered subs or anybody who gives me money in any form, including going to my Patreon shop, donating money to me directly. It all helps way more than you know. If you do decide to help me financially, you can get some really cool perks like early access to content, exclusive access to censored videos, also some really cool badges next to your name. Even if you can't afford a monetary subscription, just watching, sharing, and commenting on my content helps way more than you know. Thanks again, and I will see you all in the next video.